Hi everyone, and welcome to another fabulous car here on the Car Reviews podcast with CollectorCarCanada.CA. Today we have a 2003 Chevrolet Corvette Convertible, 6-speed manual, and it's the 50th anniversary edition. So lots of 03 Corvettes. The minority, though, are the 50th anniversary edition. A couple of PSAs before I get underway. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our podcast. We have another podcast, the Collector Car Stories podcast, where we interview someone and just have a little chat about a car, a collection of cars, maybe some kind of a car event, something like that. We have a little bit of fun with that. But yeah, to like the videos doesn't cost you anything. It helps get them in front of the eyes of people who want to see them. If you share them, why not do a brother a solid and share it with people you think might like them, and subscribe. That will ensure that as these videos are released, you'll get notification and be the first on your block to see them. And our other PSA, this year in 2025, we've begun an advertising relationship with Corvette Club of Ontario, CCO. So we're really excited about that. I actually personally have a speaking gig coming up with them at their June members meeting. I actually have one with PCA UCR on Tuesday, I think that will be May 7th. So the same day as this car begins on our website, I'll be speaking to PCA UCR that night. But yeah, just reflection of how active we are with several clubs, Canadian clubs, and I suppose with a little bit of concentration in the Southern Ontario area, admittedly, but let's face it, that's where the population of Canada is. And Canada is our target market for CollectorCarCanada.CA. Back to this car, enough PSA. 2003 Chevrolet Corvette Convertible, 50th anniversary edition with the 6-speed manual. And it's going to be lot 257 on CollectorCarCanada.CA, lot 257. So this one's finished in the 50th anniversary red. I'd call it a burgundy. It's not unlike the ruby red of the 93 40th anniversary edition. But by the GM book, it is 50th anniversary red, and it's over a shale interior. So all the 50th anniversary cars are the 50th anniversary red over the shale. I'll show you some emblems, both inside and out of the car when we start doing our walk around tour. But every 50th anniversary has this color combo. If you have a friend who's got, say, a green 03 Corvette and he tells you it's a 50th anniversary, you can say you are a liar. Unless it's been repainted, of course, because they all came out of the factory. 50th anniversary red over the shale leather. Okay, let's get underway. I'm going to give it a start, and we'll do our normal thing with listening to the engine and the exhaust, and then we'll do a full tour of the car. So without further ado, I'm going to start her up. So I'm not wearing a seatbelt. It sounds like the warning tones have stopped, so I think I can continue. So no problem at all with the start. You can hear the growl of the 5.7 liter or 346 cubic inch V8 through quad exhaust in the rear, quad exhaust exits. Of course, it's a front engine, and I think it's about the time where I will grab the camera and we'll start our walk around, starting with the engine. So see you in a minute. So there's another good look at the profile of the 03 50th anniversary Corvette. You can see, if you look closely, you can see the gap in that hood is a little bulging. That's because I've already released the hood. So I like to call this a clamshell hood, where the hinges are in the front. And this one's really simple. Being that it's the hinges are in the front, there's not much danger of only having the one hood release, which is in the cabin, as you guess. So nothing to release on the exterior of the car. So again, 346 cubic inch or 5.7 liter V8 with 16 valves, and I'll get in nice and close. It's a pretty valve cover, which is nice to look at, but I'll get close on the belts and we'll get a good listen. The owner, I noticed the AC Delco battery, which I know to be a GM OEM item. I mentioned it to the owner and he said that he had it installed 2 years ago. Nice to keep it GM correct. I also remarked to the owner about the spick and span, very tidy condition of that engine compartment. And he mentioned that every time he cleans the car, he cleans under the hood as well. And he gets a hard time from his wife who says, "You're supposed to be driving the car, not cleaning it." But he seems to like cleaning it as much as he likes driving it. He just took me for a spin for some of the driving videos that we have on lot 257 on CollectorCarCanada.CA. And he really babied it. I know the car's got so much more than he showed, but you can hear the engine under load in our driving videos, as well as a startup, idle, and exhaust video on the detailed listing. And I'll walk around to the rear. All 4 exits are together on the car, so I can get them all in the same picture as you see here in the center. And let's have a listen to the idle. So to me, that idle almost sounds like, through that exhaust, sounds like a wolf in sheep's clothing. You can see it's behaving itself now, but you can tell it's got so much more to say. I think I'll cut the engine now. We're about done with what we need the engine running for, and we can start our exterior tour. So again, without the with the front hinge on the hood, it's just as easy to put down as bring up. Sometimes when I'm shooting these videos, one-handed hood operation can become a challenge, but with the front hinge, there's a lot less concern about safety, of course, i.e. the hood popping up while the car is being driven. So that makes it convenient. So first things first, I'll show you one of the 50th anniversary emblems here on the nose of the car. Again, a 2003 Chevrolet Corvette, 6-speed manual, convertible with the 50th anniversary package. 50th anniversary red over a shale leather interior. Got a couple of close-ups of these on the detailed listing. So even the front end here looks pretty clean up here. A common place to see scuffing and rubbing, being that the car is so low. I will mention the mileage. I'll probably remember when we jump into the car, but I can think of it right now. Canadian car, sitting at under 90,000 kilometers. So this car is going to its new owner with fewer than 90,000 kilometers. So getting up close to the front driver's tire here, I can see that it is the stock 17-inch wheel. It's lined in a Michelin Pilot Sport All Season 3+. I hesitated when I said set because I'm only showing you one, but it is a matching set of tires all around. They're staggered, so the front 2 are narrower than the rear 2. And up front here, we've got 245, 45, ZR17 with a Y rating. Until now, I had not noticed any scuffing on these wheels, but at my current vantage point, I do notice a scuff on this driver's side front wheel. There's a good look at the emblem for the model of tire by Michelin, as well as the size and speed rating. I noticed the date code earlier. I'm pretty sure I remember 2017, but we do have photos of it again for lot 257, CollectorCarCanada.CA. Cruising in on it, Here's another 50th anniversary emblem that only the 50th anniversary cars got. There's a look at the VIN. You can find that as well as a current Carfax on the detailed listing. And as well, with the clean Carfax, you're going to see a little bit of history in Nova Scotia. The current owner bought it from a friend. Both of them are in Ontario, but his friend bought it from a collector that he's calling the person a collector in Nova Scotia, accounting for that Nova Scotia inspection sticker. So working our way back, the fuel door right here, we opened it up and took a quick look at it with our detailed photos on the listing. Again, lot 257. So you can take a look at that, nice and clean. Zooming in on the first rear tire on the driver's side. Stock wheels, as I say. Michelin Pilot Sport AS3 Plus. Here on the rear, as I mentioned earlier, staggered set. So this one's a 275/40 ZR18. Again, Y speed rated. And my bad eyesight can see the date code right now, 2017. This is an inexact way of measuring, but I'll give you a sense of the tread depth using my coin here. So pretty grippy on the rear still. I'm just feeling around for the wear bar. I don't know, there's enough grip on these tires that I don't even find the wear bar easily. And I'll do the same on the front. I expect they have at least as much tread, being that the date code's the same. And here's the coin. So again, lots of tread up here. Yeah, I find a wear bar here, so you can see the coin going over the wear bar. So right now it's on the wear bar. Okay, so duck to the rear of the car. And the classic round Corvette taillights. Of course, at this stage, of course, GM has made a change on those. I'll mention also that the C5, this being a 5th generation Corvette, just for fun, I'll roll through them. C1, 53 to 62, C2, 63 to 67, C3, 68 to 82, C4, 84 to 96. Keen listeners, notice I skipped 1983. Do your Google search to find out why if you don't know. And then this is a C5 starting in 98 through 05. I'm sorry, I slipped there, 98 to 04. So this is the second last year of C5, and thus the second last year with the pop-up headlights, which were in place from C2 through C5. The C6 came out in 2005 and was produced through 2013. C7 up to 19, and then the current C8 began in 2020 model year. So there's a good look at the car from the rear. You can see those quad exhaust outlets. There's another, well, first there's the Corvette embossed on the rear fascia, and the familiar crossed flags Corvette emblem, but this one's got the 50th anniversary as well. I always like this look at a convertible. You can get a good look at that shale leather interior with that shot. So I'm having a little fun with our seller. I'm standing beside a church, which you might have noticed from the opening shot, and in the backyard of this church there's a cemetery. So I really just wanted to go back here because there's a little less road noise, because we're beside a pretty major thoroughfare in town here. But it's kind of fun to be in the, quote, peaceful atmosphere of the cemetery. So looking at the other rear quarter, so there's the old church in the background, and the car's equipped with a power antenna. We do have a video of it even running in operation on the detailed listing. I'm noticing a tiny scratch here. Not even sure if it'll come up, but my coin is to its right. And then the biggest chip that the owner, he was pretty upfront. He showed me here. You can see there's a little chip in the gap there. Easily touched up, and it's in a place where a touch-up would be pretty inconspicuous, but up to the new owner if they want to do it. And as I'm thinking of it, the only other scratch I saw, I was remiss and I missed it when we were looking at the front of the car. There's a scratch here 4 of the front wheel on the driver's side. So with the Toonie for perspective, it's quite a bit smaller than the coin. Dropped my coin. Got it. Working our way back around to where we were at the power antenna. Again, the twin, I won't say round because really they're oval, but rounded taillights in Corvette tradition until I guess the C7 where they disappeared in terms of roundness. And a marker light here on the rear. Here's a good look at the passenger side rear wheel. Again, Michelin Pilot Sport AS3 Plus. We got 275/40 R18 in the rear with the Y speed rating, 2017 date code on them. And this side is looking quite similar to the driver's side. No fuel door, of course, over here, but the 50th anniversary red, looking quite bright and quite lustrous. The current owner, he's had it about 3 years. He mentions he wouldn't drive it in the rain, and with under 90,000 kilometers in 22 years, it's probably a safe bet that the mileage was racked up mostly on sunny days. If it was a rainy day car, it would have higher miles. My instinct tells me, but I can't speak to what prior owners have done, of course. That's just my instinct speaking. Now their 50th anniversary badge on the passenger side fender. And a look at the passenger's front wheel. Again, stock, 245/45 ZR 17. Oh, we've got what I call double staggered. That's not a trade term, but 17s in the front and 18s in the rear. So staggered in terms of width, and I say double staggered when they're higher diameter in the rear compared to the front. Pilot Sport AS3 Plus. You can see all 4 are the same make and model of tire. And for fun, why don't I show you the car with the headlights up? We can see them in operation as well. I've already had them up, so I know they work. I don't think I need to start the car, I just have to have it in the on position. So here's a demo of the power or the pop-up headlights. And I'll show them to you. I might as well turn on the fogs while we're at it. We can see all totally lit up in the front. Gotta get low to get those fogs. But there you go. All working as designed. I might as well show them to you going down as well. No trouble at all. Get that key away from the on position. And we'll move into the interior. So generally clean inside. There's some signs of wear. I'll zoom in on those for you. Carpet. The carpets are clean. Certainly the mats are mostly clean. This driver's mat could do with a shampoo, but it is the original mat because you see that 50th anniversary emblem on it. If you're really choosy, you might want to shampoo that one. And then more on the driver's seat certainly than the passenger side. You just see a little bit of a wrinkling of the leather. I don't see any perforations certainly, and I think if I go really closely, some might call that a crack, some might call it natural wrinkling of the leather. But again, the bolster, no cracking. Another tell of there's the Corvette embroidered on the seat, but another tell of the 50th anniversary is the headrests have that same 50th anniversary emblem on both headrests, and just a standard Corvette emblem here in the center. So this part of the interior, of course, this is part of the interior when the top goes up, but there are some hints of the exterior color and finish with the top up. So climbing on in, I guess I should put that key to the on-off position. I'll take it out actually. And you can see a 300 kilometer an hour speedometer. You'll also note that there's no mile per hour numbers on there. There is a control to switch from what I call imperial and metric. GM just calls imperial English. And the speedometer adjusts, but those numbers stay in place. So that 300 though, that certainly denotes that this is a Canadian market car. There's all kinds of evidence of that, from Carfax to the owner's manual, but Canadian market car. And the tack tops out at 7250 with a red line at 6,000. On the left, we've got oil pressure and water temperature gauges. On the right, looks like we've got a voltmeter and a fuel gauge, of course. Here are some various functions for the trip computer, light controls and a trunk release. And then this car is also equipped with heads-up display. You can see where it projects from there. So those not familiar, I'm a little bit familiar with it. From the driver's seat, the speed is projected digitally onto the windshield, so you don't need to look down to the speedometer here. You can read your speed up there. Delco Bose stereo in place. You can see the Delco emblem right here. And then if I go over to this speaker, you see the Bose insignia there. Same with on the passenger door. Under with this airbag cover, you got a nice Corvette emblem up there. And then as you'd expect, automatic climate control with AC. There's an ashtray right here. It gets so little use, it barely pops up, but perfectly clean. We even took the lighter out, took a picture of the other side of the lighter. Evidence certainly of not being a smoker car. And a little cup holder here. And then the 6-speed manual shifter. Lots of these would be automatic, but we're happy to have a 6-speed here for you. Again, lot 257 on CollectorCarCanada.CA. Handbrake is engaged. I think it's sitting in neutral because I had the car running with it stopped. And then you've got active handling and your touring versus sport selective ride control here. So firms up if you flip it over to the sport. And there's a power button there for the passenger airbag. Glove box and a center console box. I'm not going to open those now. They contain some personal effects, but we have pictures of them open on the detailed listing. There's a good look at the passenger seat. I'm not going to call it brand new because it's a 22-year-old car, but certainly near new condition on this passenger seat. I guess I should get a good look at the carpet over there on the passenger side for you. So I'll do that. So yeah, a little less wear over here on the passenger side. You can see that 50th anniversary emblem on the passenger's mat as well. But we did this earlier. We built up the carpets and there's no surprises under there. That shale is perfectly, well, I won't say perfectly, nothing's perfect. Very presentable still. There's a good look at the brake in the engaged position. Don't see this on the driver's side, but this door sill cover has a little bubbling here. Got that with a coin on the detailed listing photos in case you want to see it. So we'll do one final walk around of the car here. Again, we've got a 2003 Chevrolet Corvette Convertible with the 6-speed transmission in a 50th anniversary offering from GM. So a limited run for these 03 50th anniversaries. The bulk of the 03 Corvettes might have been in the 50th year. Actually, I guess it'd be the 50th. Yeah, it would be the 50th year because they skipped 83. But the bulk of them do not have the 50th anniversary package. We do have photos of the car with the top up, as well as a demonstration of the manual roof being operated, both coming up and going down. The owner was good enough to demo that while we shot video of it. You can check that out on the detailed listing. We also have underside shots of it as well. So there's one last walk around before we move to some closing thoughts. All right, so there's a great look at our 2003 Chevrolet Corvette Convertible with a 6-speed manual. And of course, it's the 50th anniversary edition, available in Mississauga, Ontario, from the 3-year owner. Please do take a look at our detailed listing for lot 257 to see lots of information about specs and background of this car. A quick taste of the specs: 5.7 liter V8 16 valve engine up front, producing 350 horsepower. Check the detailed listing for that. I might be off by about 5. and a higher number for torque, which again, I might be off by 5 or so, but right around 360 pound-feet. Rear drive only on the 03 Corvette. Staggered, double staggered as I like to call them. 17s in the front, 18s in the rear. Wider in the rear than in the front. Quad exit exhausts. 50th anniversary red over the shale leather interior. I could go on and on. It's so much fun being around a Corvette. But that's probably enough for this video. Lot 257, 2003 Chevrolet Corvette Convertible, 6-speed manual in the 50th anniversary edition. That'll about do it for this great car. Thank you for watching, and on to the next car.